Hey there, Texas X's. Welcome to the program. When we sat down to talk to the UT System's Vice Chancellor for Federal Relations, Bill Shute, we worried it might be difficult to explain exactly what it is he does. Then something kind of funny happened. Let's talk specifically now about a couple of issues. Oh, good.
Sorry about that. I should have turned it off.
I like your ringtone.
Oh. Yeah, exactly. Excuse me. I need to take this real quick.
Go ahead.
Hey, Congressman, how are you?
In case you missed what was happening there, that was a rendition of Texas Fight, and it's his ringtone. And that call he had to take, that's just from Congressman Ruben Hinojosa from Texas's 15th District. Still wondering what Bill Shute does all day? Keep listening. From the Eder Harbin Alumni Center in Austin, this is the Texas X's UT Advocates Podcast, your connection to the politics and personalities that affect UT Austin. I'm Andrew Roush. When we decided to take a look at the UT System's federal outreach, we knew we had to talk to Bill Shute.
I'm Vice Chancellor for Federal Relations with the UT System, based in Washington, D.C.
You see, he's tasked with putting the UT System on the national radar. It's a project that's actually been around for a while.
We've had an office in Washington since late 1999. I've had this position since the fall of 2001. Our mission at Federal Relations is quite simple. It's really broken into two separate missions. One is policy monitoring. We look for legislation that might impact the campus and other campuses throughout the system. We look for regulatory proposals, and then we look for opportunities to brand the system, to get our experts up in Washington, to make sure they're nationally known. The other half of the mission is directed just at the research portfolio. Basic research in this country is primarily the responsibility of academia. We no longer have the large corporate labs, the AT&T lab, Bell Labs, Westinghouse, and all of that used to just spend money on discovery and expanding the knowledge base. So basic research happens primarily at the academic campuses around the country, and that is certainly the case for UT. We do about $2.5 billion annually across the system in research. Just over half of that comes from the federal government.
And to execute that two-part mission, he has what he calls a team of insiders.
I've got a team of insiders. We understand how the process works. We understand where the key people are when we need to interact with the federal government. We want to make sure that the people who are making those decisions, be they Dr. Collins, the NIH, or the folks at NSF, that they know that we've got some great talent down here that's already doing a lot of work, and they should be involved in those decisions on the front end.
Well, you're sort of lobbying for the UT system. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, in essence, that is what we're doing. We're not the traditional lobbyist in the Jack Abramoff sense or anything like that. We're a state institution, we're a public nonprofit, so we don't have any of the tools I used to have as a corporate lobbyist. Mm-hmm. What we do bring to the equation, though, is somewhat unique in that we've got a great set of members in the delegation.
The Texas congressional delegation, that is.
And it's hard to find any of our members who don't want to be associated with higher ed in the state of Texas. So we come with that advantage to start with. I've had a number of conversations with members who have been extremely supportive over the years and have done things directly to sponsor research, to help get experts up before their committees to testify, things that actually what we really need them to be doing. And yet they've always said, I really want to help, I really want to promote this, but my number one priority right now is getting the budget deficit in order. And until we get past that, we're all going to be kind of stuck in the mud. But everyone's being impacted by sequestration and by the budget situation. So, yeah, we're out there. We have to advocate. We have to push, because if we're not going to do it, no one's going to do it for us.
Of course, Shute and his team can't do it all on their own. He says working with alumni is important, and he wants to work closely with you, that is, with UT advocates.
Oh, I would love to engage with that crowd. I think it's something that we don't do very well, and I take that all the way up to the regental level as well. We've got very politically active people throughout the spectrum of the University of Texas system. We've got a very active alumni base in Washington, but when you look at the people down here, I know we can identify people who are participating at the national level. And if they understand what our issues are and what our concerns are, let them add that to their repertoire. Just even conversationally or anecdotally.
But is lobbying for UT really better than corporate lobbying with its stock options and cushy bonuses? Well, just take a minute to remember what song he's got set as his ringtone.
There's no stock option, there's no annual bonus or anything like that. But it's a real labor of love. And while being a UT grad or a Texas X is not a job requirement for any of my staff, I've got a number of X's working for me because they share that same passion. I am thoroughly convinced that every good thing that's happened to me as an adult in my life started with the decision I made to go to the University of Texas. I met my wife of 28 years in Jim Eyre's Shakespeare class. And that's led to 3 beautiful kids, the oldest of which is a mechanical engineering student doing a fellowship in Germany this summer. I've had the opportunity to meet so many Texans and Texas X's in the Washington environment where that is the ultimate icebreaker. All you have to do is put the horns up, say hook 'em, wear the pin, anything burnt orange, and you've created a friend and a lifelong conversation. It's led to this job, obviously, which before we had a Washington office, even in my old days as a corporate lobbyist, I knew this is something I really wanted to do. Be able to use the background I got in liberal arts here has given me the capability to have a conversation with just about anybody on just about any topic. So to be able to apply the experience I've been given in Washington and turn it back towards my alma mater and the other campuses across this system, I really can't imagine a better way to do it. I mean, quite frankly, I couldn't do it for my friends up the road in College Station. I couldn't do it for anyone else in this country. But it's the fact that my blood's burnt orange that makes it great to wake up in the morning.
And that's it for this edition. Don't forget to check us out on Twitter at UT Advocates and online at texasx's.org. And be sure to check out my profile of Bill Shute in the September-October issue of the Alcalde and at alcalde.texasx's.org. Thanks, of course, to Vice Chancellor Shute for joining us in the studio here in Austin. Our producer is John Fitch. The president of the X Students Association is Charles Matthews. And our executive director and CEO is Leslie Cedar. From Austin, I'm Andrew Roush, and we'll see you next time.